Hello, everybody. Welcome back to WWTF, your Vaccine Show. MikeC.
And I'm Fred White. I forgot who I was.
Yeah, that's Fred, y'all, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
And this is your retro rewind or recap or what's called?
Retro gaming rewind. So whatever the title says, we ain't get it down yet. But today, we are talking about the Amazing Spider-Man on Sega CD, bro.
Sega CD.
Oh, man. I love that game, man. Now, if you don't know what the Sega CD is or you weren't able to get one, I'm telling you, you were missing out. There are two versions of the Sega CD came out. It came out the side-by-side,
right,
or it came up the one that you stack on top of the first-gen Sega Genesis, along with the 32X.
Some crap. Go ahead.
And you had like a 16 power strip, and you had to plug all three of them systems in, and you weren't left with no more power outlets because the bricks were so damn big and long, man. But the game was so fun, man. It had Kingpin in it. It had the Lizard. Who knows?
Yeah, Electro too. Didn't it?
Electro. I think Sandman was in it.
Yeah. I'm thinking they had Sandman.
Yeah.
But I know Electro. Electro and the Lizard. I definitely do remember those stages.
Yeah.
As far as swinging in and everything like that. So it was a real fun game, man. Real fun game, man. Because you said the Sega CD. That was. How many buttons did we have on that? Did we have
three. The
3 buttons. That's crazy. 3 buttons. Now look what we play with.
Yeah.
But but you can do a lot with those 3 buttons. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? As far as the slip.
Well, 5 really. The trigger buttons.
Okay, so they had trigger buttons. But fun game, man. I do remember you playing. You streamed a little bit of it. A couple times too. As far as playing that game, you really loved the game. I was like, wow, Fred really likes this game. He smiles when he's talking about it.
This is the days before updates when you got a game that was complete.
That's right.
You put the game in, but you had to take care of these Sega CD games because if you had one little hair on it,
that was not working.
it was a done deal.
That little laser, that reason. they didn't have all that nice fancy technology they got down where they could read multi-layer and all that other stuff, man. You had that one little thing, and if that got dirty, or you be SOL.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like you got to make sure you keep these discs clean, because especially if you have like little brothers and sisters that just like to touch everything, that touch the bottom. What you doing? It's broke. You had to keep it clean. You almost had to put on white gloves when you operate with this thing, man.
And the game was so long.
Yeah, it was a lot of
it was so long, man. And I think you had like saves in this game, and the graphics on it was top notch, and then the audio. Me personally, I think the Sega Genesis audio sucked. Like if you compare Mortal Kombat to Mortal Kombat on the Super Nintendo, it was just like it was like these grunts and moans and like that. What the hell is this? And the graphics, I don't think really complimented the Sega Genesis when games were on multiple systems, but the audio on this, because it was on the CD, the audio was great. Man, this game was so much fun. It was my first Sega CD game that I ever had. And I must have played that for maybe a month until I finished it, man. I mean, it was just so fun. The colors, just the whole thing was just wow. And then you just look at that system, and you got the Sega CD and the 32X on top of it, and you think you're doing something.
Stacking systems. Yep.
But at the end of the month, when that electricity bill came,
what you doing? You play games all that night? Yeah.
You kind of stayed outside until it was time for you to really come inside the house. Because that thing you had to burn up a lot of electricity for that. To power all 3 of those.
Yep.
Man. And then you can play CDs on it.
Yep, you had the audio, yep.
I mean, this was a great. I know when I talk about the system, but this was a great system, man. With that CD incorporated in that, and that game was just so good, and the graphics at that time was just so. The colors was popping. That red was popping. That the green from the lizard. Well, it wasn't a bright green, but it was that green was just
deep green. Yeah.
It was just magical. Man.
It looked like the comics, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it definitely looked like the comics.
Really looked like it jumped off the page to you, like you watching playing a freaking comic game. So it was awesome. It definitely was awesome.
Yeah. But an Amazing Spider-Man on Sega CD. Awesome game.
Yeah. Get a chance to look through it in YouTube. Most definitely. So, like always, you guys can hit us up at thagamersshow@gmail.com. That's the Game Show for today. Don't forget to head over to the Facebook store page to find lower prices. Don't forget to hit us up on vTime. Don't forget to subscribe to Come Game Stuff Number. And don't forget to hit that notification button when we drop these videos.
And please remember to like, subscribe, and follow all our social media networks. Join our Steam community and our website community where you can get some free stuff. And we'll see you next time on WWTF.
What the facts?
The Gaming Show.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in.